Hey there everyone, welcome to BackToCoding. Today we'll be talking about Android. What makes up a typical Android app, what all components make up Android platform and Android SDK. Android, as we know, is the world's most popular mobile platform as of 2018. It's a mobile operating system developed by Google. In 2017, Google's CEO Sundar Pichai announced that the company surpassed 2 billion monthly active users on the Android platform, continuing its reign as the world's most popular mobile operating system. Now let's see what makes up a typical Android application. Layouts define what each screen looks like. A typical Android app is comprised of one or more screens. You define what each screen looks like using a layout to define its appearance. Layouts are usually defined using XML and can include GUI components such as buttons, text fields, and labels. Java code defines what the app should do. Layouts only define the appearance of the app. You define what the app does by writing Java or Kotlin code. A special Java class called an activity decides which layout to use and tells the app how to respond to the user. As an example, if a layout includes a button, you need to write Java code in the activity to define what the button should do when you press it. Extra resources. In addition to Java code and layouts, Android apps often need extra resources such as image files and application data. You can add any extra files you need to the app. Android apps are really just a bunch of files in particular directories. When you build your app, all of these files gets bundled together, giving you an app you can run on your device. The Android platform is made up of a number of different components. First, applications. Android comes with a set of core applications such as contacts, calendars, maps, and browser. Application framework. When you build your apps, you have access to the same APIs used by the core applications. You use these apps to control what your app looks like and how it behaves. Libraries. Underneath the application framework lies a set of C and C++ libraries. These libraries get exposed to you through the framework APIs. Android runtime comes with a set of core libraries that implement most of the Java programming language. Each Android app runs its own process. Linux kernel. Underneath everything else lies the Linux kernel. Android relies on the kernel for drivers and also core services such as security and memory management. The great news is that all of the powerful Android libraries are exposed through the APIs in the application framework, and it's these apps that you use to create great Android apps. All you need to begin is some Java or Kotlin knowledge and a great idea for an app. Development environment. Java is one of the most popular languages used to develop Android applications. Android devices don't run .class and .jar files. Instead, to improve speed and battery performance, Android devices use their own optimized formats for compiled code. That means you can't use an ordinary Java development environment. You need special tools to convert your compiled code into an Android format, to deploy them to an Android device, and to let you debug the app once it's running. All of this comes as a part of the Android SDK. The Android Software Development Kit contains the libraries and tools you need to develop Android apps. SDK platform. There's one of these for each version of Android. SDK tools for debugging and testing, plus other useful utilities. It also features a set of platform-dependent tools. Sample apps. If you want practical code examples to help you understand how to use some of these APIs, the sample apps might help you. Documentation. So you can get to the latest API documentation offline. Android support. Extra APIs that aren't available in the standard platform. Google Play Billing. Allows you to integrate billing services in your app. These are just some of the main points. And finally, the Android Studio. Android Studio is a special version of IntelliJ IDEA. IntelliJ IDEA is one of the most popular IDEs for Java development. Android Studio is a version of IDEA that includes a version of the Android SDK and extra GUI tools to help you with your app development. In addition to providing you with an editor and access to the tools and libraries in the Android SDK, Android Studio gives you templates you can use to help you create new apps and classes. And it makes easy to do things such as package your apps and run them. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has helped you. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to check my other videos which can be helpful to you.